Hey there everybody, how's it going? So I am Hell's Canyon on the Oregon side. The other side is Idaho. And drove out here today because the clouds look nice and obviously it's beautiful. So I'm getting this shot over here. I've got these rocks in the foreground and then obviously everything else behind it. I'm at f11 16 millimeters on the 16 to 55 and I'm bracketing 2 stops, 3 2-stop increments, but I used exposure compensation, so it's 1 over, 1 under, and 3 under to help deal with the clouds in the dynamic range. So what I just did there is I sort of did kind of a focus stack thing without the bracketing this time. And what I did is when I focused on this near rock here, the exposure was fine, okay? And then when I focused like halfway mid-canyon, the exposure was fine. And even far canyon, exposure was fine. When I got up into the clouds, that's when the problems, the exposure issues happen. So that's when I focused on the clouds and then did a like a 2-stop, 3-stop compensation. And so now I've got 3 or 4 images that are all exposed properly for the subject or for the focus zone. And then I can merge those, focus stack them, and there it is. So that's that shot. So one of the things you can do with the Fujis that I haven't seen other cameras able to do that, like the Nikons didn't do it, at least I didn't figure out how to do it, is the AF on button works in manual focus, which doesn't make any sense on paper, but in the field it's awesome in the sense that you set the camera to manual focus with the switch on the front, the X-T5, and then you put your single point where you want to focus, okay? Hit the AF on button and then your focus is locked. It's not going to move because it's in manual focus unless you accidentally spin the dial. But it locks your focus into the point you want to see sharp, and then it stays there. It doesn't move, all right? It doesn't refocus every time you push the button. So that's what I use. I use manual focus, AF on button, and I move the focus point around to create images to focus stack. Now I'm doing a shot, a vertical further down the canyon. So I'm not, I'm not doing that near far wide angle thing, so I don't have to worry so much about focus stacking. So, but I still used AF on. I focused on what I wanted to focus on, locked it in, beauty. First time I've ever been here, and it's beautiful. Trail's not too bad. It's about a half mile from the parking lot. There's a couple of places where if you trip, that'd be the end. But so don't trip. But other than that, I mean, no big deal. I could come back here with the 4x5 if I wanted to. So now I'm going to just get some more detail shots, and you get to these grand landscape places and you're always like mesmerized and focused on the grand shot, but usually there's lots of little really interesting details all around. Don't overlook them. So that's what I'm going to do now. Hey, so that's it. Thanks for coming out today. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you out here.